In Bolivia, it was officially confirmed that an interest of $1.7 million was paid for credit provided by the International Monetary Fund, which the Legislative Assembly had rejected because of the conditions of the organization intended to impose on the country through a devaluation. Our correspondent Freddy Morales has the story.
In April, the payment or entry of $320 million of credit was registered in official documents of the Central Bank of Bolivia without the approval of the Legislative Assembly, for which a commission of $1.7 million must be paid.
You can see in May's report that there will be an expenditure for interest and commission of approximately $1.7 million. This is something that executive has to explain because everyone knows that this credit was not approved by the Legislative Assembly through the appropriate channels and means.
The finance minister of the de facto government confirmed the payment of the credit commission, which cannot be used without legislative approval.
The resources were transferred to the country and the central bank, and obviously that has a cost of 1.077% per year. We very much regret that the Legislative Assembly of Bolivia, in an unprecedented move, does not authorize the use of this resource.
The Planning Commission of the Chamber of Deputies rejected this credit because the executive branch did not provide it with the essential document.
We have sent notes for them to argue and attach the credit contract, the Supreme Decree and the financial specifications. They did not do it. We have waited for more than a month and a half. Therefore, as they have not appeared, this credit from the International Monetary Fund has been rejected. The direct responsibility lies within the executive branch for not complying with the political constitution of the state. They have violated the Constitution and have committed a crime.
The situation is complicated by the fact that the rejection of a bill in a commission determines that the issue cannot be discussed again in the next legislature. This means that millions of dollars in commissions are being paid for an illegal disbursed credit.
According to the general rules of the Chamber, a bill that is rejected in this administration is presented again in the next. There is nothing that can be done. The Planning Commission has no competence to deal with this bill.
The International Monetary Fund credit of $327 million must be paid back in just 5 years, and the condition is imposed that as soon as the current pandemic passes, the exchange rate must be made more flexible, which implies a devaluation, and the state's expenses must also be reduced, which is interpreted as massive